Hello class, welcome to lesson 5-A. Today, strong mathematicians can solve real-world problems involving measurement. So here's your notebook, your pencil, you can write down today's date, the name of the lesson, and let's get started. So some notes that we've had in the past, you don't have to write these down, but just good to review, is that remember word problem solving strategy time. Remember, when in doubt, draw it out. If you're not sure, make sure you also label if you have any questions about your work. Also, make sure you use your notes to help you on the conversions. We don't expect you to memorize them, but rather how to use them. Here's the thing for perimeter, also the formula for area. If you need to pause the video to write this down if you don't have it already, or you just want it nice and handy for you, feel free to do that. And with that, right to our examples. So box 2 examples. So it says, what is the area of the bed, and then how many ounces of fertilizer should be used on the flower bed? So kind of some information. They have a little chart here. Fertilizer, 4 ounces per 100 square feet. And 30 gallons every 3 days. So they want to know, first off, what is the area of the bed? So with that, our area equation is area equals length times width. So let's plug in. We don't know the area, but we do know that the length is 25, the long side, times 8, the short side. So if you go 25 times 8, 0, 4 up here, 8 times 2 is 16, plus 4 is 2. So my area of my garden is 200 square feet. So that's the first part. So I can answer that one, 200 square feet. So now for the next one is how many ounces. I'm going to have to use this chart over here of, let's see, of fertilizer. So I'm looking at this part right here on fertilizer. It says that I need 4 ounces per 100 square feet. So if I have 200 square feet, it would be 4 times 2, because I have 2 groups of 100 square feet. So I would have 8 ounces of fertilizer. That's how much fertilizer I would use on the flower bed. So you can see how one information of finding the area helped me out on the next step of finding how many ounces of fertilizer I needed to use. So you can pause the video now, write down this work of how we used the area model and how we used that chart to help us out, so it can help you with your work today. Here's another problem here. It says, what is the perimeter of the garden bed? What is the area of the garden bed? So I'm looking at 2 different problems. I'm using that same garden bed. I'm trying to figure out both the area and the perimeter. So let's start off with the perimeter first. We know our perimeter equation equals length plus width plus length plus width. And we have plug in our sides. So we know that the long side would be 16 feet plus the 5. So this would be 21 would be this side, plus our width, which would be this side of 4 plus 4 would be 8, plus if we work our way around, then this side would be the same on that, so that should be 21, plus the width, which would be the same as that side, which would be 8. So P equals 21 plus 8 plus 21 plus 8. So if I do that, 21, 21, 8, and 8, I get 8 plus 8 is 16, 17, 18. Carry the 1, 58. So P equals 58, and look for a measurement label. That would be 58 feet. So 58 feet. What is the area of the garden bed? Well, we know that area's formula equals length times width. We know that the area, the length is 21. We learned from our top, adding 16 plus 5. This whole thing would count as the length times the width. So the 4-foot bed and the 4-foot bed would be the 8. So our area would equal 21 times 8, which is 8. 8 plus 2 is 16. So 168. And the area is measured in square feet. So 168 square feet. So you can write these problems down, write down the steps of that formula and how we use it, and how we put that information in there to kind of really help you understand perimeter and area. You can draw a big line right now. Box 3, now your turn to solve the following problems. So you have, what is the area of the bed? And then you also have, how many ounces of fertilizer should be used on the flower bed? Good luck. And you also have another drawing as well. So what is the perimeter of the garden bed and what is the area of the garden bed? So pause the video, answer those 2 questions, showing all your work, the formulas, the numbers in the formulas, and your answer with a label. As always, any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to write them down or share them out. If you have any strategies that you use, make sure you include them as well. And thanks again for another great lesson.